Hey guys, welcome to the Gods Unchained beta with the TheProfesserf. Alright, it's time for our Monday Mythic meta for the ranked weekend event that ran on August 27, 28, and 29. Let's take a look at our results. Here's our top ranked players, with first place taking 24 out of 25 wins, very close to a perfect run here. We have 3 players with 23 wins, putting up some good results as well. And then rounding out the top 9, we have a few players with 22. And then again, we have the last spot, 10th spot, with a couple of players tied with 21 wins. So it remains to be seen who will officially get 10th place. Rounding out the rest of the top 20, we have several players with 21 wins. And on the following pages, we do have several players with 20 wins as well. So quite a competitive weekend with lots of players putting up great numbers. Let's go into more details. All right, we can see that the war-dominated meta continues with our top 20 players, 19 out of 20 playing a war deck. We have 1 player playing a magic deck and no other gods in the top 20 here. Our 1 player that played magic took first place, and 2nd to 9th place were war decks. As mentioned earlier, our top deck was a magic deck, managed 24 wins, and then the best war deck managed 23 wins. We have the best nature, deception, and death deck managing 20 wins, not enough for the top 20, but still decent. And the best light deck that I found managed 18 wins. Looking at a simplified version of the meta deck types, we can see that 16 of our top 20 players chose a control type deck, with 4 players playing aggro making it to the top 20. Let's take a look at our decks in more detail. All right, our best magic deck managed 24 wins. This one's control ramp magic, clear mind god power. The usual early gameplay here with the Shadow Scryer, Star Shard Bolt, Tracking Bolt. You got your ramp, Sip of Elixir, Guardian of the Gates, Mana Toad, Crystal-Axe. And then you have your removals. Removals including relic removal now with Iron Tooth Goblin, Bronze Servant, Crystal Rain, Ratify, Archimedes Mirror, Astric Implosion, Cersei. And then you have your usual endgame win conditions with Frey, Avatar of Magic, Demogorgon, and Hylian Elite. Our best war deck managed 23 wins, Deadly Control War with the Onslaught God Power. You have your usual early game of stabilization with Auric Rush, Master Tactician, Enduring Shield, Tavern Brawler, Nokvi Pillager, Trojan Battle Mage, Magic Missile Launcher. You have removals in the form of Carnage Sweep, Aeneas, Harvest Arachne, and then you have your stall and endgame with Demogorgons, Strength in Number, Hector, and Avatar of War. Our best nature deck managed 20 wins, and this one's an aggro nature deck with Animal Bond God Power. You have your usual strong early nature cards like Chiron, Marshwalker. You have the Gloam package with Gloam Druid, Underbrush Boar, Black Jaguar. You're looking to create synergy with the wild tribe cards using Wildfire and Bladeflies, and along with the other wild cards in this deck. And you top out with 2 Jaguar Staffs. Our best death deck is Control using Blood Ritual. This is Board Wipe Death and Sleep. You have Siren of the Grave, Sulfuric Rain. You have some card draw and ramp, Fanatic of Canoon, Burrowing Scarab, Ruined Asp. You have some heals with Justin Nibble, relic removal in the form of Iron Tooth Goblin. You have Afterlife interaction with Half-Life, Nefrus Kopesh, Canopic Hoarder, Sand Scorpion. And of course, you have your removals with Reap, Neferu, Apocalypse Now, Death Unborn, End Times. And you have your endgame combo with Nefrus Kopesh and Hippocrates Monster. Our best deception deck managed 20 wins as well. This one's a controlled deception. The God Power is not showing up right now due to a display bug, but I'm guessing it's either memory charm or cheat. You're looking to control your opponent early with cards like Spellbound, Nightmare, Switch Duelist, Mugging, Sleep Dart, Satyr Hypnotist, Hunting Trap. You have some hand disruption in the form of Cutthroat Insight. You maintain control of the board and your opponent's creature with cards like Reconnaissance, Ransom, Exercise, Cutthroat Insight, Rapture Dance, A Toast of Peace. You're going for your endgame win condition with Charm and Anti-Magic Expert. Our best light deck is a Zoo light deck with 18 wins using the Summon Acolyte God Power. This is the usual build with early cards like Ritual Rod, Olympian Guard, Devoted Follower, Light's Levy, Highborn Knight, Master of Indulgences, Canonize, and Asterius. The only thing that stands out differently is this one runs 2 times Iron Tooth Goblin for the relic removal. Very important in this current meta. Taking a look at our meta snapshot for the last 3 days at the Mythic level, we can see that War continues its domination, 35% representation with a 55% win rate. Green across the board versus the other 5 gods with 60% or more win rates against nature, light, and magic. The only god that has a close to a 50-50 is Deception. Nature is the second most popular god at 27% players playing it. Nature putting up decent numbers versus Deception, light, and magic. Small representation from light and magic here, less than 8% for both. We did see Magic take first place in this past rank weekend, so it will be interesting to see if Magic gets a resurgence. A couple of other gods worth mentioning with positive win rates is Deception, with a positive win rate over Death, Light, and Magic, and Death with a positive win rate over Nature and Magic. All right, so here's our top players again. Great job on their performances, and good luck on your prizes when we receive them.